Hi, everybody. Welcome. Bienvenidos todo el mundo. Today, our topic for today is going to be TSA explanation. What Medicaid home care actually covers and who is it for? Stay tuned if you want to know more about that topic. Hi, everyone. How are you guys doing? Buenos tardes, todo el mundo. Like I mentioned before, I think I was unmuted, but I think now you can hear me. The topic for today is what Medicaid home care actually covers and who is it for? Well, super simple. That's all you're asking for. I give you the answers. Well, the LTSS program, which you can hear me a lot of times talk about it. Me and KC talk about LTSS. LTSS. Well, what does that actually stand for? It stands for long-term service and support. And it's a program from Medicaid that helps people who need help. Oh my gosh, my English right now, it's crossing, who need help at home because of their age, disability, or chronic health conditions. Woof. That's a mouthful. The goal of LTSS is simple: help people stay safely in their home instead of going to a nursing home. Who wants to get relocated to a nursing home when they have a home? Some people actually, some people own their homes, some people own their apartment buildings, some people are comfortable living in their apartment, and for them to abruptly be taken away from their environment and into a senior home, it's kind of a disaster, is a problem. So if you're one of those people that you think that you need that help and you don't want to go to a nursing home, please look into the LTSS program, which is a long-term service and support program that Medicaid provides. Well, now on to the next question of that. What does Medicaid LTSS cover? Well, Medicaid LTSS does not cover medical procedures like surgeries. It only covers non-medical and daily living support. What does that mean? Well, super simple. If you're at home and you're fall under age, disability, or chronic health conditions, super simple. Then you need help with bath, dressing, toiletry, and grooming. It covers that. It covers help with eating and mobility. It covers that. It covers helps with reminders to the medication. We don't administer your medication. We remind you about your medication. If you forget sometimes when to take your medication, we help you with that. We do light housekeeping. We do meal prep, transportation sometimes to the appointment. Depends. We help you go to your doctor's appointment, and we go with you to your appointment. And we do supervision of safety, meaning we just are with you as a companion and we make sure that you are safe in your home. Now, who does it cover? I already mentioned it before, but I'm going to reiterate again. The people that it covers are elderly, but not just elderly, anybody with any physical disability, development disability, chronic illness, or that need help with activities in their daily life. Oh, we have our first questions today. Whoa. Okay, so our first question: is it true that if you have Medicare, you can't get paid to be a caregiver? Medicare. Hold on. It is true, actually, Medicare. You cannot. If you're in the Medicare part, no. If you're in the Medicaid, yes. And then after you're in Medicaid, you have to be in this specific program, which is the LTSS. Oh, hi from Florida. I love that. Soulfly 8045. Hi, how are you? But yeah, so like I was saying before, who does it cover? Elderly, physical disability, development disability, chronic illness, or if you just need help with your daily activities at home. The whole point about the program is to stay in home and not having to go to a home home. Oh my goodness, my English today is bad. A nursing home, not to go to a nursing home. Now, who can get paid for these services? Yes, anybody in your family. And a lot of states covers this. Under it, it could be your adult children, sometimes your parents, and any other relatives can help, and your kids, of course, can help. So yeah, you have a lot going on there. Some of these things, we already do. Are I know my mom is doing that for my grandfather. So yeah, so a lot of us already do the task. We just don't get paid. So let's start getting paid. Now, let me bring it back for my Spanish speakers really quick. Hola, mi gente, ¿cómo están? Ya, ¿cómo están aquí? Mi nombre es Atri Espíritu Santo. Ustedes me deben de conocer. Ahora le quiero hablar sobre el programa llamado LTSS, que significa Servicio y Apoyos de Largo Plazo. So, es un programa de Medicaid, no de Medicare, de Medicaid, que ayuda a las personas que necesitan ayuda continuamente en el hogar debido a edad, discapacidad o condición crónica. So, esas son las tres cosas que te califican para ser parte del programa de LTSS. Con ese programa, el propósito de ese programa es ayudar a las personas que se permanezcan en sus hogares y que no vayan a un lugar, a un asilo. Muchos de nosotros en la comunidad latina cuidamos de nuestros padres porque no queremos llevarlos a un asilo. ¿Por qué razón? Porque en el asilo no te van a cuidar como lo cuidamos nosotros, la familia. So, es bueno que si están ahora mismo dándole ese apoyo y brindando ese apoyo a su familia, que puedan entonces que darle, tú sabes, ser que le paguen. Y más que es un trabajo de 24 horas, algunas veces de 6 horas, dependiendo de la necesidad de la familia. Es un trabajo que toma mucho tiempo y sería chévere que le pagaran. So, esto es algo que tengamos que tener pendiente. Más que nosotros no queremos llevar a nuestros abuelos, a nuestras mamás, a nuestros papás, no queremos llevarlos a un asilo. So, vamos a dejarlos en su casa donde se sienten cómodos, donde nosotros ya lo estamos cuidando y vamos a dejar que nos pagamos. No necesitamos tener una licencia especial, no tenemos que ir a la universidad ni a la preparatoria, solo tenemos que hacer unos cuantos requisitos ya del seguro médico. ¿En qué te pueden ellos ayudar? Te ayudamos con el baño, vestirse, ir al baño y arreglo físico. Te ayudamos a preparar comida, a moverte. Te recordamos de los medicamentos. Recordamos limpieza, hacemos la limpieza, preparamos comida y vamos con ustedes a la escuela. Oh my God, no a la escuela. Vamos con ustedes al hospital. Eso es lo que nosotros hacemos en ese programa. So, si ya ustedes cuiden, por favor, call us, llámenos y asegúrense que estén en el programa. Y si están en el programa, nosotros ¿qué podemos hacer? Podemos ayudarlos a comenzar a integrarse al sistema para que puedan comenzar a recibir un cheque para ayudar a su programa. My friends, I just basically said to my Spanish community that if you guys need any help or understanding the program and navigating or seeing if you have it, you're part of the LTSS program, the easiest way to do it is if you have a case manager. We've said it so many times right now. If you have a case manager, then easily you're part of the program. Easily we can help you. At that point, all you need is to tell your case manager that you need a agency because the money can't just go into your pockets. Can't go from the insurance to your pockets. It has to go through an agency, and the agency then makes sure that you get a paid. If you're watching from live, if you're watching live on this, please say #live. And if you're watching on the replay, please say #rebroadcast, everyone. En español, si están mirando en vivo, por favor, digan #en vivo. So, sepa que hay gente en vivo aquí, la gente latina está acá presente. So, again, guys, if you guys have any questions on this, want to know more about it, we can help you. If you guys have any topics, we can help you in the topics. But At the end of the things that you have to take away is super simple. Who can help you? Your kids, your parents sometimes in certain situations, family, and any other family members, your cousins, your aunts can help you. That way you can stay in your home. That way you can stay in your home, which is very, very, very important. So you don't have to go to a nursing home and be there. And also, nursing home, guys, is expensive. I have a friend that just put her grandparents through the nursing home. It is one of the best ones here in Delaware, but that is very expensive. The nursing home, it's not free. It is very, 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 very expensive. They're lucky and blessed that they have the means and the funds to do that. And that's what the parents wanted too. They didn't want to stay in their house. They wanted to be in a nursing home. So that's a different situation. My grandfather, he wanted to stay at home. It's a different culture. Hispanic people, you guys know the drill. We don't use, nursing homes because our family stays together. So that's what we do. So my grandfather would never, ever even consider that idea. He would rather go back to the Dominican Republic and stay there and die there than be away from his kids, his grandkids, and his great grandkids. There's no way. So he has to have someone with him at all times. He's 95 years old, bless his soul. And it's hard for him to remember his medication. It's hard for him to remember his diet. It's hard sometimes for him getting up from bed. I do want to say that we're very blessed because he's able to do a lot of things by himself. But in general, not really. He needs help, with his grooming. He needs help sometimes lifting up his arm because his arms kind of hurt. So that's something that my mom helps him with. And thank God that we have this program available for her so she can get paid while still taking care of my grandfather and not have to get kicked out of the apartment, because she lives in that apartment. She lives with my grandfather. And if she's full-time taking care of my grandfather and not getting paid, who's paying the bills? Probably me. I'm not going to lie. But in many occasions, other people wouldn't be able to pay the bills and they would get stuck. Like, what, it's better to be prepared than to not be prepared and have the questions. So, well, now scrambling for a question. So if you hear my dog barking, please, I'm so sorry. He is a character today. But, so para mi gente en español, ¿quién puede con ustedes? ¿Quién puede recibir ese apoyo? ¿Quién les puede dar ese apoyo? Mi gente, los hijos, alguna vez los padres o cualquier otro familiar, su tía, tío, primos, nietos, los pueden ayudar. Now, going back to my friend's case, her parents, they saved up a bunch of money from retirement. They're able to get a nursing home together, and that's what they're doing. But if you know that you're not that person, if you know that you cannot be in a nursing home because a nursing home is limited, some of your friends might not be in the neighborhood, and it is expensive overall. If you know that that's not the route that you want to take, if that's not the route that you can do, maybe you're not of age to be in a nursing home, right? Then at that point, I would say, definitely going the other route. What else? So what I've mentioned before, some younger adults can qualify. Okay. You do not need to live in a nursing home. You do not need to give up your necessities and being comfortable where you are. So if you don't want to, you shouldn't have to, So what does the LTSS not require? This is lowest. This is the lowest fare. You do not need to be You do not need to be bedridden. You do not need to live in a nursing home. You do not need to give up your independence. You do not need to already do SSI in any cases. So that's all a plus. I'm sorry, you guys. If I talk too fast, it is my nature. So you guys can tell me to slow down. We talk really fast, which is not good sometimes, but we're here for it. We are here for it. What else can I tell you guys? This is something very important that I do want to say. LTSS is not automatically. So just because you could be in Medicaid and be good and you're like, yeah, I have Medicaid, so I qualified. Awesome, right? It's automatic. You need to then speak to someone to do the application for the LTSS program. You do need to get hours being approved. So when it's a person's there, you need to approve the hours and there's documentations. But overall, it is very easy program. It's just a job. If you are in need for a job and you have a family member that is in this need and is in the program, boom, we're able to help you. Why do family miss out in LTSS? They assume they won't qualify. They think it's only for old age. I don't like to say that word. We can say seniors. They think that it's just for seniors, which is not. I just mentioned it, guys, before. LTSS is for so many different people, and it's basically if you're of age, any disability, not any disability, disabilities, or chronic health condition, guys. So please talk to someone. Let's educate you. Let's get educated and do the research before saying that it's only for seniors. The system feels confusing sometimes. That's what I keep hearing a lot of people say, because the process is a little bit confusing. Insurance is confusing. Medicaid, understanding your coverage is confusing. Not knowing what your copays and everything, that's all confusing. So I understand why people would say things like that. And we get that a lot. But guess what? We can break it down and we can work through the process. The first step is just being part of Medicaid. Another question that we always get is no one explains it's simple. It is simple, guys. It is very simple. The process could be a little bit longer. It does take long, but if you have the right team on your side, it is flawless. It is flawless. I know my mom did it. A bunch of people done it. We've helped people through it and navigate through the insurance process and the qualification process. So this is something that we offer. This is something that we do, and we make it easier for you guys because it's already strained and it's already stressful enough for you guys to have another added stress, right? So let's avoid that and do something about it. Another question that I keep always getting from, what I just said is we don't know where to look. I want to say that when you're looking into the program and you think that this is you and you qualify for it, then I would say a start is to call your insurance and see what you have. Another thing. Oh, we have another question. Hi. Someone says, hello. Hola, mi gente. ¿Cómo estás? Okay. Now I'm going to go back to a simple thing, tie it all up together. Now, what is the role of reliable aid? Good. So reliable aid, what do we do in this part? Well, we first help educate people. We do it through a lot of different things. One of them is these videos. I try my best to translate in English and Spanish. If I see more people in Spanish, we can start having conversations in Spanish even more. But I am bilingual and we do translate. So this is one of the things that we do. We do these videos. When you go into our office, we walk you through the steps. Step by step, what is there to do? And we break it down. Now, we also help families understand their options. Just because there's so many options to choose those, and we want you to choose the one that works for you and the one that fits you the most. So we walk them through the option, we walk them through the application process, we walk them through what applies to their situation. Every situation is very different, so this is something that we do, and we make the process less overwhelming. This is what we offer, this is what we guarantee. We make the process very seamless. The first step, what is it? Be part of Medicaid. And then if you are part of Medicaid but you're not part of the LTSS program, don't worry, we make it easy and less stressful. So that's something that we do. So again, guys, if you're here on the live, say hashtag live, or my favorite word, hashtag MBBOL. If you are in the rebroadcast, please say hashtag rebroadcast, so I understand where I'm getting my data, where I'm getting my people from. And hey, guys, if you're my Spanish community, please tell me what country. Are there any options? We have another question. Are there any options if I don't have LTSS? Any other option? Let me think about that. Well, when you say that, the first thing that comes to my head is yes, there is. You can apply to see if you're eligible. That's one. You can, and if you're not eligible, right, you can then get people that are private. You don't have to just rely on LTSS for basics, but you would. So I would say if I don't have, there are some state personal care plans, I want to say, that you can do if you don't have LTSS. Now that I think about it, yes. Some states offer basic home care services under Medicaid without a full LTSS waiver, such as personal care assistant, attendance, or homemaker services. So I hope that answers your questions. I just thought of that. But those options do have fewer hours. So yeah. So I don't know if that's that answers your question, if that's something that you guys are interested in. But definitely talk to us and we can check out your situation. Oh my gosh, we keep getting more questions. I have another one. Can you repeat the answer about if you're on Medicaid, yourself can still be a caregiver? If you're on if you're on Medicaid, yourself can still be a caregiver. Okay, I don't understand the question very well, but this is my interpretation of the question, and I hope that's okay. I hope I would answer your question, but what I understood is if you're not, if you're on Medicaid, can you still be a caregiver? So I mean, so my take on that basically is if you're on Medicaid and you're giving care, is that what you're saying? I'm trying to. So you want to be on Medicaid and give care to someone through the LTSS program? Can you clarify that question? I'm stumbling on it. But in general, you would have to be Medicaid in the LTSS program. Find a person that you trust, that is in your family, that you love, a relative, family member, cousin, aunt, uncle, and then they can start helping you. Then you have to then look at your options, see what company is out there for you. Hopefully it is reliable aid, and then boom, you can get starting to get paid. Now we are getting questions. This is how can you be the answer about if you're. Oh, I have another one. Like if you're insured by Medicaid. Okay. If you're insured by Medicaid, can you still be a caregiver being paid by Medicaid? Oh. That is a good question. That is a very, very good question. So, if you're on Medicaid and you still want to get paid through Medicaid, you still can. You can still be a paid caregiver, even if you're insured by Medicaid. It's a very good question. It does vary state by state. I do believe that in the state of Delaware, it is permitted and you are okay. I don't know what state you're in. So, yeah, we can look into that a little bit further. But yes, long story short, you can still be a paid caregiver and still be in Medicaid. So don't be discouraged if you think that you don't qualify, or, because your parents some way, somehow are in this predicament and you're taking care of them and you are in Medicaid, you can still help them. Yes, we have helped a lot of people actually do that. And we constantly do. So that's something that we can help you with. And it's really good. It does not automatically disqualify you, for sure. Good question. Now, I need to translate all of this in Spanish. Apologize. I've been so used to it. I've been catching up on questions in English that I forget my Spanish viewers. Mi gente, fue tantas cosas que yo dije, tantas cosas, pero otra vez vamos a repetirla. So, como le estaba diciendo, si ustedes no quieren ir a un asilo, perfecto. Quieren estar en su casa y necesitan ayuda, perfecto. Un hijo, una hija, un padre, un tío, una sobrina, los puede ayudar en su casa. Solo tiene que ser parte del programa LTSS con Medicaid. ¿Qué ese programa hace? Hace que la persona que lo cuide le paguen a ustedes. O si ya su tío, su tía, su hijo, su prima lo está cuidando, no se sientan mal, ustedes pueden ayudarlo. Otra parte es si alguien me preguntó acá si pueden aún aplicar para el programa y que le paguen en el programa si tienen Medicaid. So, si ellos tienen Medicaid también, la persona que le va a cuidar pueden calificar. Y la palabra más corta, la respuesta más corta de esa versión es sí. Esencialmente, dependiendo de estado en estado, en el estado de Delaware, nosotros lo permitimos. So, sí, podemos ayudarlo. Ya. So, esto es algo que ustedes pueden hablar con nosotros. ¿Qué nosotros hacemos aquí en Reliable Aid? En Reliable Aid nosotros lo ayudamos a ver qué seguro tiene, ver si son parte de el LTSS programa que ustedes necesitan para poder aplicar, para que les paguen, ¿verdad? A sus primos, sus tías. So, nosotros hacemos eso. Nosotros también ¿qué hacemos? Nosotros también ayudamos que el programa entero no saben, como que no sea tan estresantemente porque es mucho. And I love how we put in our phone number, guys. Please call us below. So I just told my Spanish, caregivers. I'm gonna call you guys caregivers because you guys are already caregivers in my eyes. Everything that I just said in English, but short version. Now that we have the phone number, mi gente, llamen por lo menos al 302-689-3240, 302-868-3240. It's a number that you guys can call for more questions, more information. We got this, guys. You guys don't have to be alone, especially if you're taking care of your family members right now. I'm talking to you. If you're taking care of your family member right now and you're not getting paid in this economy, no, we need to start getting paid. We need to get that going. And this is a great program that we can get you qualified for. Obviously, I'm not the insurance company. You guys have to talk to your insurance and see what you qualify for. And if you qualify for it, perfect. You're in. That's one step closer. And we're here to help you. Not a lot of companies does that, but at Reliable Aid, we walk you through knowing your coverage, knowing what program you are. Again, if you have a case manager, you're basically in. You're in the program. So you might as well start getting paid for it, right? You might as well ask, your case manager what to do, how to move forward. Or if you don't know how to move forward, call us at our number. I just said it, but we can put it up again. Mi gente, si ustedes no saben cómo comenzar, en qué parte está, nosotros aquí en Reliable Way lo ayudamos. Otra vez, llámenos a este número y nosotros podemos hablar. So now let's go back a little bit further. Again, bottom line is that these services from LTSS are real. It is a job that you do acquire. You are employed. The purpose of the LTSS program is to help people stay safely in their home instead of being in the nursing home, instead of being somewhere else, right? Stay in your home where you're comfortable, where you are appreciative to receive care. And then what better person to give you care than the people that already do it or care about you. So if you already have someone or you're thinking like, hey, I do need help, am I part of the program? Call us. We'll walk you through it. We'll help you. If you just have any questions on the program, call us. We'll help you guys. We'll answer your questions. I don't mind answering questions. I'm here for my Spanish community. If you guys have questions in Spanish, call us and ask for Atri. Ask for Atri. Right in the front, once you call that number, 302-6689-3240, cuando ustedes llamen a ese número 302-689-3240, pregunten por mí, por Atri Espíritu Santo, y yo les puedo ayudar. Si no saben, si alguien en inglés le habla, le dice ta, 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 no se preocupen. Hablen conmigo, pregunten por Atri, me van a dejar un mensaje y yo respondo y podemos hablar. I just did that for a family member, guys. Just so hice eso con una familia. Someone called up the other day and asked for Atri because they didn't know English, and I was able to help them. So that's something that we do. Unfortunately, I'm the only one. And you guys can call, leave a message if I'm not in the office. If I'm in the office, I would love to meet you. I would love to talk to you. I would love to break down the steps and talk more about what your situation is, because every situation is different. And I need you guys to get educated and we can get that going. What other thing, mi gente? Es mucha información que le di hoy, pero otra vez, si necesitan apoyo, si necesitan ayuda, llámenme, hablen conmigo. Yo hablo 100% el español. Si se dicen que habla español muy malo, habla español bien, no se preocupen. Hablando nos entendemos, créanme. Mientras más vamos a hablar, más le voy a coger el gusto y le voy a coger el ritmo y me van a entender. Me están entendiendo ahora mismo. Perfecto. Okay, my friends, been doing this for 33 minutes now. So I'm going to take a bow and I will see you in the next segment. But I'll let you guys go. Let me say goodbye to my Spanish caregivers, future caregivers, mi gente, cuidadores, ya que saben todo lo que le acabo de decir, ya que entienden que el programa está aquí para ayudarlos, que se queden en su casa y reciban apoyo de su familia y que le paguen para que reciban ese apoyo, ya que saben quién califica, ya que entienden qué ayuda en ese programa y por qué le pagan, ya que entienden todo eso, por favor, manténganse atentos que vamos a tener otro tema la semana que viene. Guys, now that you guys know about the LTSS program, what I'm referring to, what I'm saying when I say LTSS, now that you guys know what is the purpose and the goal of the LTSS program, now that you guys know that it is only through Medicaid and what it helps the individual and that you don't need a fancy degree, then yeah. Then now that you know all that, you know who can help you. Oh, I think this is our website. Our websites are being up. That's awesome. Now that you know and I educated you on that, I hope that some of my knowledge drops up onto you guys. I hope that I was able to teach you one thing at least today. Then yeah, I will for that see you guys in the next segment. This is our website, guys. Please join us at reliableaid.org. Again, our website is reliableaid.org. Please go on it. We have so much information. You guys can even apply to be a caregiver on that website. And we talk about everything that we do. So I appreciate you guys. On to next time.